Yo, what's up, everybody? So, back to trading again after had to take kind of the rest of last week off and this week, beginning of this week off, and I'm back. So, here's the first trade I took. Coming into the day, I was looking bullish, I won't lie, but this kind of didn't show that we wanted to go bullish, so I just traded what I saw and was very conservative with it. Also, I made a tiny mistake that kind of forced me to get out a little bit earlier than I had anticipated, slightly earlier than I had anticipated, but it's fine. It's about 2R. Original would have been a 2.3R. It is what it is. So let's kind of go through it, right? So on the daily, you can see. Let me just turn off these executions real quick. Just turn them off real quick, and then I'll turn them back on because it does distract me. All right. So yeah, back trading personal. I'm not doing any thing accounts now or right now, just because not really feeling it to get back into that mindset just as yet. So daily, you can see we're really bullish, right? Took out previous day low yesterday, and then we reacted to the FEG, and now we're pushing higher. This is the overall target, right? This is where I believe price is going to go at a minimum, maybe even just because these are equals here, but maybe even up into this FEG, which is probably a better target for the week. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I do expect us to come up into this area. Anyways, so on the hour chart, what are we looking at? 9:30, massive push up, ended up sweeping out this liquidity. So from us taking this liquidity, I was like, all right, I'm expecting some form of reaction, which is essentially what we got here. But that's never set in stone. It's just a matter of paying attention and seeing if there is anything that presents itself. 5 minute, you can see 9:30, massive push up. I was looking for longs, wasn't able to get any longs in this area. Massive, well, not massive, but bigger push up again. Wasn't able to get any longs. I was looking for longs on this candle, but nothing presented itself. So I said, all right, cool. Nothing presents itself. No issues. Let's go down to an. So on this right here, I was looking for longs from this FEG. I wanted this FEG to get inversed. It never did. Too many taps for me to take it. So what happens afterwards, right? So afterwards is, as you can very clearly see, we come up, we sweep out this high, which is reacting to this FEG. So this is there's liquidity above here, right? We sweep it out, and then we get this FEG here. Now, I got a horrible fill. Horrible fill. Yes, I did enter on this candle, but pretty much within 2 seconds of me pressing the button, we were down here. And that's essentially where I got in the chart. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But you know what? It is what it is. My stop has to go where it has to go, which is above this candle. And yeah, so that was essentially the trades I got in, or I should have got in pretty much here, but Phil just gave me there. It is what it is. So hopped in and looked to go lower. I took my first partials at this low right here, and originally I wanted to be fully out at this low, right? As you can see, we wicked it, but I made a small mistake, which was, let me put on these executions now so we can see it a little bit better. Executions, yeah. So you can see my entry where I got entered in, where I filled out. You can see that this here is my low, right? So we actually a little bit lower than here, actually down here. So whatever, it worked out. Ooh, this thing's looking like it wants to go long now, but I'm not. I think it makes sense to go long here now. It's just I'm not. This isn't very convincing to me in terms. Well, let me not say convincing, but where my stop would be, it doesn't really make sense. So I'm just leaving it alone. So yeah, I was able to take off one contract here. For some reason, I pressed buy. I mean sell again here when I was trying to buy out. Yeah, really rookie mistake. And then ultimately, I had some down here as well. So yeah, not the best. uh, what I wanted to do. So I wanted to sell here, which you can see didn't happen. Sorry, I wanted to buy. Yeah, I wanted to buy here, which is when I sold. So then I was confused. Um, so then I had 3 contracts on when I was supposed to have 2 on. I was like, yo, what the hell's going on? I was confused, so I just closed the whole position. Not the best at all. And that's actually one of the issues, kind of moving from Project X back to TradingView, is it's not the most intuitive thing to buy and sell, right? I don't know. I just find it a bit difficult at times, compared to being able to put your limit orders where you want them pretty much immediately without trying to do too much math. It is what it is, but it's a win at the end of the day. So pretty happy about that. This is pretty much what I was expecting to happen for the day. All right, price come up, take liquidity, and then us be able to get an entry. But to be honest with you, taking an entry like this, so up this candle, my stop would have to be. Actually, my stop could probably be here, mainly because this should be a breakaway gap. Probably shouldn't want to come back down here. And then at a minimum, looking at 1 to 1.5. But in actuality, since this is the manipulation range, I would look to target that 2 standard deviations, which is up here. So 1 to 2.8. That's probably how I would run it. In all honesty, and obviously break even at this point, but who knows? I'm not really focused on that anymore. I made my money for the day, and I'm pretty much out. So that's the trade recap from today, and that's essentially what happened. I think, man, take your breaks, man. Take your breaks. Don't get so. I don't even want to say money hungry, but just don't kind of like stress about it. Just trade what you see. Like today, I wasn't even really on the chart. I was on and off the chart, just kind of being a lot more relaxed with it. Flipping back and forth. So maybe that's something that helps me out in the future. Just kind of see what's going on here on the other time frames. Yeah, definitely bullish, but I don't know how do you want to take that off the 5-minute maybe, but I don't know. Not the cleanest thing for me. Another thing that I was looking at too. It's a 10 a.m. candle. We didn't have a wick, a sell side wick. So I was kind of expecting price to come lower into that sell side wick, create that wick on the hour chart, which you'll see here, right? Create this wick. We didn't have that wick up here. It just pretty much just went up. So I was expecting that before going higher, which, kind of played out. So yeah, but I'm done for the day. So have a good one.